Welcome back to the channel. I'm Danny, and in a few weeks' time I'm moving to Adelaide in South Australia from Coventry in the UK with my husband Chris and our 2 children. This vlog is going to document our journey with our MoveCube from Seven Seas Shipping. We had all of our things arrive on Tuesday this week, and the MoveCube is being picked up next Friday. So this video is going to document the next few days of getting our MoveCube ready and the process that entails. We hope you find it useful. So on Tuesday we had our initial boxes and sheets and things delivered to us, and the guy did an inspection of the property to make sure that it was accessible. So I'm just going to go through a few of the things that we received to try and help us with our packing. So in the initial box and bag, we have got a set of sheets which help you to choose which size MoveCube that you would like to have. So obviously when you're booking on the website, you will order a specific size that you want. We have ordered a small, but these sheets will help you to check that you actually need that size and you don't need anything bigger. So I will lay that out and show you how big that is in a second. And then we got a moving blanket, we got some tape and a dispenser, we've got a pen to label up and mark all of our boxes, we've got a measuring tape, obviously because you've got the ground sheet but you need to know how high the MoveCube actually is when you're stacking your boxes. We've got a Stanley knife, and then we've got our paperwork and documentation and stickers and things for each box. We've got a shoe box, which I know that the people who've already been to Australia have given lots of top tips around, so we'll go through those with you of keeping your shoes clean and how to pack your shoes. And then we also paid for a bit of a larger box behind, and that's for things like our vinyls and oversized pictures that don't fit into the boxes that we already ordered from Amazon. This is our current pile of things that we've packed, things that need packing, bags of shoes that need to be cleaned, and a couple of boxes that need sorting out. So the next job now over the next few days is for everybody to make sure that they have checked their bedrooms and their own little areas, and that we've got everything that people want to send over to Australia ready and boxed up. And whilst we're in the process of doing that, I'm going to start labelling what's in each box, because this will make it easier for us then to fill out our documentation on the Seven Seas Shipping website, which is quite specific in terms of what you need. So we think it'll be easier for us to do that as we go along and as we pack each box. So it's now Tuesday. We have made quite a bit of progress with packing up the MoveCube. We have got the sheet ready on the ground, and we have measured the wall so that we can see how high we're allowed to stack our boxes and other things that we're shipping over to Australia. We have started to list all of the things that we'd already packed in boxes and put them onto post-it notes on the side of each box, so that hopefully that will make the documentation process on the website much easier. So I'll just show you kind of our progress. So these are the boxes that we have packed so far, and you can see the red sheet underneath for our small MoveCube. I do have to say that it is much bigger than what we anticipated, especially when you then look at the height. So we've put some masking tape onto the walls so that you can see how high we're going to be able to stack our boxes. So we've only stacked one layer at the moment, just trying to work out which ones that are the heavier ones, because obviously they'll need to go on the bottom and they'll need to be packed onto the MoveCube first. We have got a larger box which I've now put together, which I showed you on Friday, which is going to be ready for all of our vinyls and larger pictures. Today is shoe cleaning day. We don't actually have that many shoes that we are shipping over. but we are having to clean the majority of the ones that are in this box. And then we have got our boxes here, which are still being packed, still being listed, and we've got a few electronics and things that we need to wrap today, and also Chris's guitar. So Orla has been helping quite a lot with the process. She loves being organised and loves packing things, so she's been really enjoying helping me bubble wrap everything up and making lists of all the things that are in the boxes. She's now cleared her room, there's nothing else in there for shipping, which is great. So today's job is to clean the shoes. I've washed one load of Squishmallows and Teddies already. There's another 1 or 2 loads of those to go. And then hopefully going to get into James's room and get all of his bits and pieces that he wants to ship ready and boxed, and then hopefully make a start on our room as well. So our shipping container is coming this Friday. Ideally by Thursday morning I want to have a good picture of how we're going to stack the MoveCube and which boxes are going to have to go out first, which ones are last, and take a photograph of what that's going to look like so that it's easy to pack once the guys arrive with the van. So that's where we're up to. House is absolutely upside down. There is stuff absolutely everywhere, but I think it's going to feel really empty on Friday once our MoveCube has been collected. It's now Thursday morning, so in our original plans, by this morning I really wanted to have everything stacked and packed, listed and ready to go. That hasn't quite happened. There's still quite a few jobs to do today before the MoveCube is picked up tomorrow. So yesterday was a really beautiful day. We had lots of sunshine, so I took the children to the park and spent the day in Leamington. We had a lovely picnic. So I lost a little bit of time there, but they needed that break. It's been quite stressful for them as well, with all things moving to Australia and having the house upside down. So we got back from the park, we did a little bit more packing. Everybody has now sorted out their clothes. So by last night I wanted everybody's clothes in the vacuum bags. Cannot for the life of me find where they have gone. They seem to have vanished. So I've ordered some more, they've just been dropped off this morning. So that's this morning's first job. And then we've also got a few electronics to still pack up and just a few bits and pieces. I have actually found it really difficult to pack for the MoveCube, despite having started a long time ago and having lots of bits and pieces packed. I think it's quite hard to go around each room and think what's going to stay, what needs to go in the bin, what are we taking with us. And we've been quite brutal to the point now where I really don't think we're going to fill the MoveCube, and people's advice on Instagram is have some spare things left over to pop in, because you're probably going to have space. There isn't anything left for us to put in there. So yeah, really want to get that stacked up now, and just see what the room is looking like, what we have got left, and if there is anything that we can do to try and pad out any space, because what I don't want is it all falling on top of each other, and encouraging things to get broken. So started cleaning all the shoes. So Australia and New Zealand are really strict on organic matter being on shoes, so you've really got to disinfect them, get the toothbrush out on the soles. I made the mistake of cleaning the shoes at night time. Would not recommend, because you can't see what you're doing, and I did it outside in the garden as well with very little light. So I'm going to just go back over the shoes again today. We haven't got that many pairs, but I don't want one little ounce of dirt giving us a charge of $6,000 once it arrives. A few people have asked on Instagram as well why I was washing the teddy bears and the Squishmallows. You don't have to do that. It does recommend that you clean everything that goes into the MoveCube as much as possible. And some of the teddy bears which have lived on the kids' beds were being a bit dusty, so I just thought chuck them in the washing machine, get them clean. Again, it's just reducing the chances of having the MoveCube inspected and coming back with any costs that are going to come back and bite us. So quite a lot left to do today. I'm just going to turn you around and I will show you our progress. So we're on the second layer, or the third layer now of stacking. That's our masking tape. So we've still got quite a bit of space, but we do still have some large things like Chris's guitar, bodyboards, and the clothes still to add to that pile. It might look a little bit different to the other day. So we were watching The Great Migrate, and their video. They've been back to the UK and they've been packing a small MoveCube, and it just looked a bit different. And they showed us the picture on the bag of the guy, and there's 3 little pictures, and I just thought ours looked a little bit the wrong way round. So length is actually going back towards the wall, not going across. So I've turned it round the right way so that it looks like how we're going to be actually stacking it. In the moving blanket there is a gaming screen, so we are going to use my bag for our son's PlayStation. He's just going to have to use our TV for a bit while that's in the MoveCube, but we're sending his screen over, and then Chris's PlayStation is going over. One top tip for that is to keep original packaging. We have the PlayStations, but in one of my tip runs I have got rid of a couple of TV boxes, which is annoying because that would have been really helpful. And then we've got some more clothes bags, so I'm going to get those packed up, some Christmas bits which need to go in a cardboard box. I'm just waiting for some more cardboard boxes to arrive. That's my mirror, which is I've kept the original box and polystyrene for. We've got all of our teddies, which are all now clean and dry, so they're going into a vacuum bag to make a bit of space. And then some of these shoes are coming with us. Some of them have just been left at the back door because people are lazy. So just need to finish cleaning some of those. And then the Nike ones I think we'll be listing on Vinted because they're too small for the children. And then this is the shoe box that we're going to be using. There's 2 brand new pairs in there as well. And then our clothes piles are currently here. So going to be putting those into vacuum bags today as well. And then Chris's guitar needs to be wrapped in polystyrene, put in the case, and then we're going to try and put it into a cardboard box as well. And then I've just got a few little boxes upstairs which will then add to the layers. So that is where we're up to at the moment. It's now 10:15 on Thursday night, and I think that we finally managed to get the pieces of the Jenga puzzle onto the MoveCube mat and at the right height. It's been a very long day. I am very glad to see all those boxes now in one place, but the next job that I need to do is take it all apart and label each one so that I can go and do the inventory, because I wanted them all in the right place before I said which one was box 1 of 24, which one was box 2 of 24. We've also collected a big tip pile for the weekend, so the house should be quite empty. I got a text message at about 1 o'clock today from 7 Seas Shipping to say that they will be here between 12:25 and 1:25 tomorrow. So it gives us time to just have a bit of a chilled morning and to get all of these boxes into the right order before they go onto the van. The MoveCube was collected on Friday afternoon. The guy was bang on time, so our slot was between 12:25 and 1, and he got here at about 1. We were really efficient, we had everything ready, everything was laid out, and it took us about 15 minutes with Chris carrying all of the boxes to the van and then me loading it. It was 100% worth all of the prep and the planning, trying to get the configuration of where all the boxes and items were going to go in the MoveCube. That helped us to be really quick and really efficient and to get everything stacked. We did pretty much fill the cube in the end. I was a bit concerned that there were some gaps and things, but we managed to get it stacked so that there didn't seem to be many gaps. So everything fit. In total, we had 18 cardboard boxes and 6 loose items, which included things like a pop-up playpen and some bodyboards. So if you're thinking about which kind of size that you need, that's what we fit into our small MoveCube. 3 of those boxes were quite large as well, so we definitely fit a lot more than what we anticipated into the MoveCube. In total, we used 4 rolls of brown parcel tape. So that included all of our bubble wrapping items and then sealing the boxes. We used a large roll from Amazon of bubble wrap, which we nearly ran out of, so that was a good purchase. And we did end up using the movie blanket that was provided by Seven Seas. We wrapped our gaming monitor in that, as well as bubble wrap, and then put it in a cardboard box as well. So one thing we didn't realise was that you have to complete your paperwork on the Seven Seas website within 24 hours of the MoveCube being collected. So had a little bit of a panic yesterday. Fortunately, I had listed everything in the boxes on post-it notes, and on Friday night I completed the inventory, but I hadn't completed all of the customs paperwork. So for that, you're going to need to have your passport and a copy of your visa. You need to upload those as part of the customs part of the paperwork and documentation. You also need an Australian address. Lots of the tips that were on Instagram were saying that if you haven't yet got an Australian address, you can use the address of your relocation agent. Some people just put a hotel that was near to where they were going to move. Some people put their work address, some people put a friend's address, because you can go on at a later date and you can change that to the address that you actually are allocated. So got all of the paperwork finished last night. So yeah, that's all done. One big job ticked off the list. Did feel a little bit surreal as it drove off into the distance with all of our belongings on, and you do kind of have that dread of, am I going to see it again? But we know that lots of people have used Seven Seas successfully, so we will see it on the other side. I think the estimate at the moment is about 4 months, so we'll see it again in about 4 months' time. Hope you found this video useful if you are planning to move some of your items abroad. We certainly have found the process more smooth because of watching other people's videos, so thank you to those people that have helped us out. If you have liked the video, please like and subscribe, and hopefully our next video will be about actually packing up and booking our flights and moving in a couple of weeks' time. So things are starting to get really excited. Thank you for watching. Bye.